Hi there, welcome back. I have a project to share with you. I have a box here that I make to ship my pocket letters in. And I just want to share with you how I put it together. So I'm going to show you two different ways that you can put it together. The first way is going to be just with some pattern paper. The second way will be with the matting like this one here. I'm not going to show you the inside because it's the same measurements as the outside of everything. So once you have the measurements for the outside, you can mat them on the inside with the same measurements. So this box here is 9 by 4 by 1 inch. Okay? So first of all, you'll need your scoreboard, your cutting board. Let's see, to do it with just pattern paper, you will need one 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper, okay? You will then take this piece of paper and cut it at, let's see, you want to make sure however you want your stripes. So if you want your stripes to be long ways, which I think I am going to do it long ways, so you want to make sure your paper is facing the direction that you want it. So you're going to cut it at 6, and then this piece here that you cut at 6, you're going to cut it at 11, okay? This is going to be for the bottom part of your box. You're going to cut that at 11, and then that's going to be your little leftover piece. So this is 11 by 6, and then this one here is going to be 10 1/16 of an inch, and then that's an extra piece, by 5 1/16 of an inch, okay? Make sure we get that right on there. Okay, so then we'll set this aside and use our scoreboard then to do the next step. This is your lid, and this is your bottom part of your box, and you can tell because the lid is smaller than the bottom. The bottom piece you're going to want to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So you just put it in, flip it around, and score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides, okay? So there we have it, all scored on all 4 sides. And then your lid, you're going to want to score at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. And it's just easier if you flip your paper around to score them. It's just easier. You know, you have it at 1/2 inch all the way around. Okay, so then you're done with your scoreboard. And then your next step is to fold on your creases, on your fold lines or your score lines. Okay, and then obviously this is the inside of the box. So, I mean, you could use double-sided pattern paper too. This one just does not. So then you want to cut at your score line on the end, just like that. On this tab here, you're going to want to cut at an angle to, let me fold this so you can see what I'm talking about here. You're going to want to take this piece here on all 4 sides. You'll do this on all 4 sides. You're going to want to cut that there, like I did, and then you're going to want to cut it at an angle a little bit, like that, okay? So you get a little bit of a space in between, okay? You do not want to cut this part. It has to be on this little flap here, okay? So then you come over here and you do the same thing and make sure that it's on this piece here on the end when you're cutting your angle piece, okay? When you're cutting it off. So then you have that little gap there. And that just is going to help for when you fold it in, that it'll line up and be nice and flush with the top here. And you're going to want to do that on all 4 corners. Okay. Just like that. Then you take your glue, or if you wanted to use double-sided tape or whatever adhesive you want, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. You're going to put it on the I guess the outside of on the outside of your flaps, okay? And then you're going to want to bring them in, and then just, you know, hold them. Make sure that you're going to have them flush with the top of the box, just right here, okay? You want it to be nice and square, like right here, okay? And then you want to do the same thing on the other end. Okay, and then bring them together. And then you have your bottom box ready to go. I mean, they're really, really simple to make. The only time they take a long time is if you're going to mat them with the pattern paper, because now you would be done and then you would mat. So there's your bottom part of your box. And if you use thicker paper, thicker cardstock, it would work better. That's another reason why I mat them, because it gives them a little more strength if you use like a thinner paper. So, I mean, make sure you use a thicker cardstock if you're just going to use the pattern paper. Okay, so then you're going to do the same thing on your lid. You're going to fold all 4 of your score lines. And then you're going to cut, just like you did on the bottom. You're going to cut and then cut at an angle, making sure that you're cutting on your flap, your in flap piece, not the long inside piece, okay? So then you do that on all 4 sides. So there you have it. Then you are going to do the same thing. You're going to put a little glue on the outsides of your little flaps here. And then you're just going to fold them in to make your lid. Hold it there a second. So yeah, as long as they're square, make sure, or rectangle, whatever they are, a box, make sure they're flush with the top. So yeah, there you have it. There's your lid and your bottom part. And because my glue is still wet, I just want to be really careful when I put it together. So there you have it. There is your pocket letter box. Now I wanted to show you how to mat them. So basically you would do this step in your solid paper. Then you're going to take your another 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper, and you're going to cut that at 8 7/8 of an inch. Okay. So this is pretty much going to cover everything. I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. I will just use this as a sample to show you where you're supposed to put your pattern papers. So then you have your 8 by 8 7/8 by the 12, okay? Then you want to cut this at 3 7/8, okay? And you're going to cut 2 of those. So you have a top piece, and then your next piece is going to be 3 7/8. And this is for the bottom of your box. Then you have a piece that is 7/8 of an inch, and another one that's 7/8 of an inch by 8 7/8. These two pieces are going to be for your bottom part of your box. They will go right here. One there, and then this one on this side, like this. Okay, then you have leftover would be these 2 ends here. So what you're going to do there is you're going to cut another piece that is 7/8 of an inch, and then you're going to take it and you're going to cut it down to 3 7/8. And then you're going to cut one more piece that is 3 7/8 of an inch. Okay? And those will fit right there on the ends of your box. Okay? Now, you have to do the same thing on your sides of your lids. So this is going to be 3/8. Yeah, I think it was 3/8. Yeah, 3/8. So you want to make sure you get it right. Okay, so you want to cut 3/8 of an inch by, and then this is obviously the 8 7/8 of an inch. Okay. So then you want to do that 3 times. Oops. Yeah, that's not going to work because I just cut that. Dang it. It's hard to cut them when they're so small. Okay. So there's another one. I'll see if I can get one more, even though I cut that at an angle down there. I think I'm going to go up. Okay. Okay, it worked. So then basically this is your leftover pieces from your 12 by 12. If you're just going to mat the outside. If you're going to mat the inside, you have to have a whole nother sheet of 12 by 12 paper, either the same color or different pattern. So then these will fit right here on your ends, on the 2 longer ends, just like that. This one for the other side, and then this one here is going to be for the end pieces here. And you are going to cut these at 3 7/8 of an inch, okay? And then you'll have just like a little piece left over. So you'll have that left over. Again, these will go right here. Okay? Just like that. That one looks a little shorter. Nope. So 3 and 7/8. Yep. So 3 and 7/8. So yeah, that's how you would, if you were going to put pattern paper and mat, like a mat on it, that's how you would do the mat, and those are the measurements. I will put the measurements in the description box down below for those of you that would like to make it yourself. And then if you're going to mat them like I did on mine, which is on the outside and on the inside, you would just double this. So you would need 4 this size, 4 this size, 4 this size, 4 this size, and then you would need 4 this size. So depending on what you choose to do, that would be how you put this box together. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And thanks for watching. Bye.